You're listening to 102.7 Trump FM, and this is ArtsTalk. Good evening. This is 102.7 Trump FM, and you're listening to ArtsTalk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And this show is dedicated to bringing the arts to Newmarket. Not just the musical arts, although we have tons of musicians here, but any artist practicing any discipline, be they amateur or professional. Mm-hmm. If you're in the arts and would like to appear on this show, then we would like to hear from you. How do we do that, Taylor?
You can get in touch with us by emailing artstalkradio102.7@gmail.com or send us a message on Facebook. That's facebook.com/artstalkradio.
And don't forget to tune in every Wednesday at 6 o'clock sharp to hear great tunes. Taylor's laughing at that.
We're tardy today.
Because I said that with a straight face the first time ever. I've said it with a straight face.
But it's still alive.
6 o'clock-ish to hear good tunes and learn what's going on in the arts. Our guest tonight is Mosie. Welcome, Mosie.
Woo!
Hi.
Mosie, how far did you have to travel to get here?
Just from Barrie.
Barrie.
Not that bad.
What is it with Barrie?
Barrie is like the central, like this. It's a wicked place for music, I swear.
I know.
Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should just move there already. Like, I love Newmarket, but there's so many musicians in
Yeah. And
half
a lot
the show
of them.
guests are from Barrie.
I know, I was going to say, a lot of them sat in that chair. We
Yeah.
had a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe of the last 20 we've done, maybe half.
We had High Road Pilots last, which were
they're-
fantastic.
Yeah. Newlands have been down here.
Yeah, yeah.
Shane Heath himself has been
Yeah.
down here. Anyway.
Very cool.
Welcome from Barrie, Mosie.
Yeah.
So we're going to start at the beginning. Born and raised in Barrie?
No. I was born in Pembroke, a military child, so I
is that right?
Yeah. So then we moved to Borden and then eventually Barrie, and then that became the stomping grounds for 21 years now.
Cool.
So it's
Isn't
not
that
bad.
something?
Yeah.
And decided not to go. Was your mom or dad that was in the service?
My dad.
Your dad didn't follow in his footsteps?
I was going to, but then seeing the after effects, it's not really worth it.
You said we could talk about anything.
Yeah.
By
By all means.
Did you pick up a guitar when you were a little one?
Not really, but I did love singing. Like, I love singing.
What did you like singing when you were a kid?
Usher. Yeah, but yeah,
For real?
yeah. I used to do this really terrible thing where I'd like call people and then sing songs on the phone and get super
man.
bashful and then like hang up. So like, if you were a
Prank call
girl,
people by singing?
well, it wouldn't be like prank call. It'd be like people that I knew. Like if you were a girl in my grade, 100%. Like
Like you had a crush on a girl,
I
you'd
was
like
just
sing some Usher? And
Yeah.
Did it ever work?
No.
No?
Work
I
well
think
out for us
that's
right now. Like,
adorable.
what would that call sound like?
Fuck. How do you play You Got It Bad? Maybe later I'll figure that out.
Yeah, I remember that. When you're all alone.
Because that guy was like 14 and then just became like amazing because he's really good, obviously,
Yeah.
super talented. So I was like, I want to be just like that.
Oh my
and then
God.
like I didn't. So after that, it just became like I picked up a drum set first. My brother was the guitar player. And then my room was right under my mom's room, so I stopped playing drums because she'd come home, I'd be home, be like bang, 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 like just terrible. Because I can't keep a beat. I can come in on beat every single time, but I definitely can't keep a beat. And she'd just be like, like get in the garage, go practice there. And then eventually I switched to guitar, and then started playing that the more, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, from like 16 on essentially.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure Mom was happier with the guitar.
oh yeah,
I'm
for
thinking,
sure.
were you better at guitar than you were at drums?
Infinitely.
Yeah.
Because if I just stop playing guitar, it can ring out. If I just stop playing the drums, I'm like, there's no sound. I just need to keep hitting things.
Yeah, drummers have to be disciplined about not playing, making sure that there's a drum beat every possible
Right.
second of the song.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Drums are not easy.
Restraint.
Yes, that's a good skill to have.
So this would be mid-teens, and then just started forming bands then?
I was the singer of like our high school band was called What the Funk.
Nice.
I was the worst part about it. Everyone else they were robots. They were
Really?
so
Super
good.
tight?
I just thought you said the
Yeah,
worst.
so they were genuinely so good, and like they'd be
okay.
like, okay, we cover Zeppelin, we cover Incubus, we cover Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I'd be like, I've never heard this song, and they'd be
yeah.
like, okay, well we're playing it tonight. I'd look at the lyrics, like just listen to it all day, be like, oh,
And it's anything
Here we
but a
go.
straight 4/4 kind of song.
Yeah, right. And then like if I'm so over analytical that like the second if I hear I'm doing a cover and it doesn't sound like the original, then I'm just like, oh, like I'm terrible. I'm the worst.
So
I gotta pull
wrong.
out, right?
Yeah.
And you talk yourself. Does that you don't cover a lot, but do you feel that way? when
No,
you
but I
cover
used to
something?
feel like that a lot. Like
Yeah.
when you try to cover a song like straight like the original, especially if you're playing with musicians who are very capable
Yeah.
of playing their version like the original.
Like they come
It's
to
hard
it.
for a
It's,
singer, yeah.
yeah, they come to it being like, this is what the song sounds like. Why aren't you
Yeah.
like playing? Like why aren't you doing these
But
things?
there's
I'm
a
just like
beauty to your own voice,
okay.
and you gotta, yeah.
Well, I never found my own voice. Like I'm still trying to figure
But
it
you
out.
sing it with like you're doing. Aren't you the singer in your band?
I am. Yeah, I'm Mosie.
You're Mosie, right? Yeah.
So-
And I thought I saw pictures of you in like a band arrangement. Is that something that's all the time, or just?
So this past year, I was like, I'm gonna try and get back into music.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. I got a drummer and a bass player, and they're both like, yeah, let's do it. And then it was like, let's do shows, and we weren't ready for it. So then that kind of was like pretty intimidating for everybody. But I was like, I've already been playing, so I'm
It's
just
a good
gonna keep going.
experience
right?
too. Yeah, totally. And I
So-
mean, if you're not ready for it, at least you went out there, you found out you're not ready for it. You learned from that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You found reasons what to work on, what not to.
So we just need
Yeah,
to practice.
yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with like everybody, I'm always down. Like my big thing is like I can't jam very well, but I can totally play the chords over and over and over again. I'll never get bored of that. So if somebody wants to come in and just like wank on top or just like do whatever fill they want, that's where I get my joy, like playing the foundation.
So you're more of a rhythm player. And,
Yeah, 100%.
No,
like,
that's cool. It's
I won't
fun.
be able to shred today.
That's okay.
They're like, oh, wheedle, wheedle. I'm like,
Yeah, if
here's a
you like
hand.
playing rhythm and you, as a vocalist, come in on time, lots of bands want you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The world needs
Right.
rhythm players.
Right.
The world is, music is carried by them, I think.
Because everybody in the world wants to
Imagine-
shred, right?
Ew, that's not true.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
don't-
wish I could.
Well,
I
not
promise
every-
you,
not
I
everybody
wish I
does.
could.
You two don't want to shred.
Mosey wants to shred.
If I could.
Well, you wish you could.
Yeah, if I could, then I'd be like, cool.
Next time you come back, you'll have to be shredding. You'll have to do
What?
like a guitar solo.
What?
I've always said the same thing about singing. If I could sing, I'd give up drums in a second.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I can't sing worth a darn. And did you take lessons when you
No.
realized you knew how to sing? And
No.
No, never had.
No. I haven't got, like, the most lessons that I've received is for, like, guitar. And they'd be my
Right.
friends saying, Chris, we've told you this 100 times. Why don't you know this? And I'm just sitting there being like, I don't get it, guys.
man.
Like, let's just do this. And then go from there. So,
I don't got that. I don't have that clever.
You have like a confidence about like you're confident to go and keep playing music, but you keep being like, I don't know what I'm doing. here.
that's all it is.
It's a really
just a big,
interesting
like, oh,
combination.
I'm here.
Right.
I
like
can't
being
wait to
people's
hear
smile.
it.
Oh, they're gonna start off with the cover just for that.
Oh, okay,
right?
cool, okay.
So,
So you started playing when you were younger. Are you? Did you say 21? You're 21 years old.
I am
or-
28,
28,
as of the
okay.
13th
Oh,
of this
well.
month.
Cool. What
Yeah.
day are we at? Oh no.
6
Happy
days later.
belated. Happy belated.
Okay.
This is ArtsTalk on 102.7 Chop FM. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Cross.
And we're in conversation with Mosie.
Hi.
Mosie. Babyface Mosie.
Yeah.
Hello.
28, looks 19.
There you go.
Except for the beard. That's an awesome beard.
Yeah.
It happens.
That's a manly beard.
Every
There's
day
a-
it just grows.
Solid beard in the
Did you
radio
ever
show.
grow it into one of those hipster jobs like down?
I did.
down the
I did
middle
a
of your
year
chest?
long.
Yeah.
I did a year-long beard and a
Oh,
year-long no haircut.
And the high and tight.
No, I've got an afro. It doesn't look
Oh,
like it. The
God,
second
right.
it gets out like longer than an inch or two, it's just like poof. So I had this big silly.
You should let it
fro.
out, man.
Ah, it was beautiful. And then like I'd walk around just because I like making people laugh and smile. That's the best feeling in the world. So I'm walking around with this microphone-looking body, like skinny white guy, big beard, big hair. I've got this V-neck that I cut down to my belly button. It's bright purple. I've got these super tight red jean
The
things going on.
70s called.
Yeah, so I'm just like walking around like this. People are just like, "What is this guy doing?" Just laughing. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, a job." Like, yeah, on to
I
the
believe
next.
if you said my name's Mosey, like that sounds like
Oh, for
a
sure.
Mosey to
It
me.
really does.
Just
That's
walking down the
Mosey.
street.
With platform
That's Mosie
shoes, I
over
hope.
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be sick. I don't know if I could do it. I'll try. But the
Platform.
next time I'll be shredding wearing platforms.
There you
Like,
go. Yes. It's the
Like
complete like
Ziggy
Mosey
era David
makeover.
Bowie.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was listening to David Bowie earlier today.
Were you- which
So
one-
good.
Which era of David Bowie?
Aladdin Sane.
That's a good record. Yeah.
So good. I forgot about it. Song Time. Everyone should listen to that tonight. It's a really good song.
Your life will be better for it.
My life and your life, everyone's life will be better. Yeah. So okay. So you started playing when you were younger. Were you doing? Did you write your own songs when you were younger?
I've been writing I think I know maybe a handful of covers, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I've been writing all my own stuff. I have this problem where it's like, for months, I'll hear this song, this tune, it's in my head. I have to play it, and then as soon as I get it recorded or I play it live once, then I never play it again. And then I just chuck it out the window. So there's like hundreds and hundreds. Yeah. And like, I wish.
Commitment issues with songwriting.
Yeah.
I don't want you anymore.
Wow.
It's
But what about the band? You don't jam these songs with the band? Don't they want to continue to play them and
I
sharpen
haven't
them?
really like had a band ever,
Oh, I see.
realistically
It's always
speaking.
just been you.
Yeah. So like every time that I went out, like my friends are really talented and they're really, really, really good at what they do. I'm not. I'm slow. So like when I'm coming in there being like, oh, I did a C, an A minor, and an F. I'm like doing that for hours. I'm like, guys, listen to the song I wrote. They're like, you didn't write that. And then they come in, they're like, just being like, oh, that was
Everyone else in the
entertaining.
world has heard that.
Yeah, right. I'm just like, oh, it's so good.
These chords are amazing. Yeah.
Have you guys seen this?
I remember reading about Burton Cummings, who quoted those same three chords when he said he was going to give up piano as a kid because he was so mortified with how boring it was until he discovered that those three chords he could play 90% of the songs he loved.
Yeah.
It recommitted him to practicing because he could play songs.
That's
yeah,
all it
seriously.
is, right?
They are good chords. I'm not, yeah.
I like them.
We're not shaming C, A minor, or F,
That's good.
or G, or E
No,
minor.
it's all very loving. It's
Yeah.
very
But B
supportive.
minor, I'm not into it. I don't like it.
No? Not a fan?
It's too hard. Did you get to B minor, or did you quit
Oh,
before that?
I got B minor. I've got B
Oh, you
minor with
got
a
it?
7.
Wow.
They've got numbers in them now.
Look
I'm just
at
like,
you.
what?
Okay, this is impressive.
All right, if you put out a warning here that we've gone to full geek with the musicians here, which chords they like and don't like.
No, I'm just because I am personally, I'm not a great guitar player, and I know like 5 or 6 chords, and I can fake it. Like people might think
Within
I'm okay,
that universe, yeah.
but you ask me to play like a B minor or something where I have to use my pinky, and I'm like, can I just play an E minor instead? No. But anyways, yeah, I just wondered about that. So that's cool.
We're a quarter of the way through. We should hear you play something. What's your plan in terms of what you're going to play for us?
Did you wanna?
I'll start.
You ready? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
Just gonna do a simple one to warm up the
Okay.
old pipes there by Ace.
All right, sounds
Simple like Old
good.
MacDonald Had a Farm, kind of simple.
I can go live on Facebook if you're okay with that, and then our listeners can see. Is that all right with you?
Sure.
All right.
And if you know the words, sing along. And if you don't know the words, I don't know where you've been since 1993.
Well, let's hear what you're gonna play first while I'm setting this up. What's going on? Don't start yet. Sorry.
Play me a song.
It's
Don't play.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
sing. We're indecisive.
While you're
here
doing
at
that, I'll
ArtsTalk.
remind everybody that you're listening to ArtsTalk on 102.7 Shop FM. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And we are in conversation about to hear Mosie. Mosie from Barrie. So you are tuned? You're ready?
We're all good. We're ready to go.
Tune in live on Facebook. This is Mosie on 102.7 Shop FM.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground, is where I spend my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. I was shooting some people outside of the school when a couple of guys are up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got one little fight, my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your hand, Uncle Billy. Oh, you, I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you too. You see it's true, a nip like me learn to be body, a human too, it's true. So I'm the king of swingers, the jungle VIP. I reach the top and have to stop. That's what's bothering me. Oh, I want to be a man called and stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of looking around. Oh, you, I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you too. You see, it's true. And it like me, I learned to be body, a human till it's true. So I pulled up to the house by 7:00. Yeah, to my cabin, home, say a letter. I looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to be like you. I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you too. You see, it's true, and if by me, learn to be body, a human too, it's true. That's a song.
Mosie on 102.7
Nice.
Chop FM. This is Arts Talk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And that was Mosie. That was really nice, man.
That was really cool. Very impressive.
Thanks.
All right. So was it a cover?
Yeah, it's West Prince of Bel-Air, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Why can? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And Jungle Book. I want to be like you. Yeah.
What? So.
Yes. Hello. I'm here now. I'm super far.
What?
Jungle Book,
song?
yeah, that's the song that the orangutan sings. I want to talk like you, walk like you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Give me
Yeah.
that something, man cub. Give me it. It's
Yeah.
just really
Yeah.
jazzed up.
Very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it. It's got some like jazzy gypsy punk elements to it. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like not Gorgo Bordello, but something like.
Imagine. That'd
Yeah.
be so cool if I could be like Gorgo.
No, but that's what made me think of in parts for sure.
Nice.
For sure. No, that's super awesome.
Do you cop to any influences that way?
So as of late, the sound I would like to emulate is something similar to Marty O'Reilly and the Old Soul Orchestra. And then I'm trying to add in a gruff that like Matt Corby and the vocalist from More Like Trees have been doing. So like that's
cool.
the more recent, I should update my sound type
Yeah.
thing. Right? So
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's unique. You have a unique sound.
well that
In a great
thank
way.
you. Thanks.
Cool.
I'm gonna come clean. I have no idea who those are. Martin
That's
O'Reilly?
I know who
Marty
Matt
O'Reilly.
Corby is.
Yeah.
Matty O'Reilly?
Marty
O'Reilly.
Bye.
Marty O'Reilly.
Yeah.
I'll check Marty O'Reilly
We'll
out.
have to.
He's like Ray LaMontagne's like a smoky, like hey guys, what's up?
Okay.
And like that's kind of like what Marty O'Reilly
Do you
is
like Tom
like.
Waits?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Piano's drunk.
You can stay.
You passed the cool test.
Pass the test.
Yes.
No, she slips that on people. Sometimes they
That's.
fail.
Oh, I was googling on the way here. I was like, what would make me cool? Oh,
Yeah.
Tom
Tom
Waits.
Waits. Absolutely. Gotta bring up Tom
coolest.
Waits. We're gonna listen to some Sedge for a second, and then come back and maybe hear some more from Mosie.
All right.
But yeah, for those who don't know, we have some cool shows happening at the Grey Goat coming up in October. The first one being October 6th. That's with Bear Claws, John Crow, Cable Coated Nephew, and then Sedge.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Here's Sedge on 102.7 Chop FM.
Sitting in my coffin, feeling sick, my head's on fire. Listen to your record spin, my favorite songs are all goodbyes. Nowhere to go.
listening to 102.7 Chop FM. I'm Taylor Koss.
I'm Dave Peters.
And this is Arts Talk. We are hanging out with Mosie right now. You just heard Ladders by the Anti-Queens. They will be playing Newmarket at the one and only Grey Goat on October 26th. They'll be playing with No Big Deal, Lawless Sons, and one of our local favorites, Spencer. The Sick Needs.
Sick Needs!
Sick Needs! Woo!
Oh my God. So Spencer's out of prison. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited. He's finally out. He's doing all right. And
who was before that?
Before that, you heard Sedge with Not Ready to Die. They're going to be playing at the Grey Goat as well on October 6th with John Crow, Bear Claws, and Cable Coated Nephew.
Love Sedge.
We love Sedge.
Good show. How do you remember all that? That's not written down
There's
anywhere.
even more.
There's more in
I
that?
could tell you. Punks Against Racism, October 12th, October 13th. I don't know
Back
that
already?
I
Has
could.
it been a year
Yeah,
since
it's
the
been a
last
year
one?
already.
Wow.
I think it's been over a year because
Wow.
the last one was in July.
Letterbomb's headlining the second night again?
I think so, yeah. Or Ship of Fools is.
Oh, Ship of
And then
Fools.
BS 101 is playing on the Friday.
Which is awesome. Do
But
you know those
Letterbomb is
bands?
playing.
They're
Not a
Newmarket
clue.
punk bands.
Not a clue, man.
Newmarket's got
Sorry.
this, like, thriving, like, inner community. Like, it's like, I don't know. I guess some people know it outside of Newmarket, but
It's a very, very robust group. It's got a
Lovely.
lot of interesting people in
Yeah.
it. And Josh Gottlieb has been running Punks Against Racism for
like 20 years almost now.
almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So you got all these guys who were in punk bands in their teens that are now closing in on 40
Some of them.
and still getting in and moshing like madmen.
Yeah. I totally moshed with Daryl on the weekend and it was
Really?
beautiful.
Daryl Bradley? Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
love you, Daryl.
From the arts.
Yeah,
You're moshing with Daryl.
yeah. Fox. It was
She
good.
shows off her mosh bruises when she's been in a particularly good
No, not
one.
anymore. I'm like,
No.
I'm getting too old for these
You love
bruises.
them.
I don't want to do it anymore. No, I do. Anyways, okay. So,
So we're talking with
yes.
Mosie, and we should find out, like, do you like moshing at your shows when you like the people are piling onto each other?
I would love for any sort of like, hey, this guy's playing songs, and he ended it, and yeah, we clap.
we like that.
That's my
Any sort of feedback, any reaction is a
yeah,
good thing
that
to you.
anything.
Well, hopefully positive ones, always.
We were talking off air about the possibility of recording. You got enough material to want to record?
I've got tons and tons. It's just the
How do you pick the ones if you're like constantly?
Especially when you throw them
you
away.
immediately well that's exactly what happens, right? So I've got this like new little one that I'm working on at the moment,
Oh.
and was like, yeah, I should record that. But then as soon as I get that done, I know that I'm gonna play a show, and then I'll play it, and then I'll be like, well, do I record this? And as soon as I hear myself, it's just like,
Oh man.
I'm not like I'd much rather play live. So if anyone was like, yo, there's a bonfire and a guitar, I'm drunk. I'd be like, yeah, yeah.
Those shows sound like so much fun, though. There was this one thing happening over the weekend in Holland Landing called Gustapalooza. I think Hawkstetter actually was there, played. I don't know if you saw. I saw pictures of it. I wasn't there, but it sounded like that. It sounded like it was like in a field in Holland Landing, and like 10 to 15 musicians just like came together and played these acoustic sets.
That's
and-
sick.
Oh man,
That-
I was
yeah,
like,
that's
I wish
where
I
it's
was
at.
invited to this. I don't even know. How do I get an invite, guys? No, it looks like a lot of fun.
If you're listening.
Yeah. No,
Invite me.
Yeah. We all want to go, guys. Gustapalooza next year. Yeah, so that sounds like a good time. Do you go to open mics or jams?
When I can. I've got a son. I've got
Oh, okay.
a 5-year-old. He'll
Yeah.
be 6 in February. So
Cool.
like I took a little time off and
Yeah.
was just like, he's more important.
For sure.
And now I'm like, oh, Dad's still living the dream. Like, let's do it.
Dad's a rock star now.
He comes to my shows. He was at
That's so
the Smash the
awesome.
Stigma one.
Right, because it was all ages, right?
Yeah, and then the last
Nice.
one, Chuck Stock, he came. There was face painting. I got my
Where
face
was
painted.
that one, Chuck Stock? I heard about
2111 Lockhart. It's
Is it in Barrie? Or?
just on the outskirts of Barrie.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it was really sweet. Like getting there, I was like, gonna be playing in someone's backyard again. I love those kinds of shows. They're super
Yeah.
sweet. And then there was
Oh,
face
was
painting and
Newlands
like.
playing? Did the Newlands play?
I'm not sure if they
No.
did. They played like way out.
No, I might be confusing things. Anyways, but that sounds like a total blast.
It was.
Yeah.
It was
Very,
quite
very
enjoyable.
cool. So you mentioned a new song. Are you going to play that for us?
Sure.
Yeah?
All
If you're
right.
ready, we could do that now.
We'll remind everyone that this is 102.7 and you're listening to Arts Talk with Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And we're here with Mosie from Barrie.
We're
I'm
gonna-
Mosie.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Mosie.
It's good to see you again, Mosie.
Hello.
Thanks for coming back.
For those that are close to a computer or a cell phone, if you want to see what's going on in the Chop FM studios, then just head to our Facebook page, facebook.com/artstalkradio. And yeah, we're going to go live right now.
And what are we going to hear this time?
This is called Sunsets Over Taiwan. my best friend Morgan likes to name my stuff because I come to him being like, I wrote something. He's like, what's this one called? I'm like, it's a song.
Sunsets over Taiwan.
Yeah, he was looking at a picture and then saw.
Great title, and it's a great title. All right, here's Mosie with Sunsets Over Taiwan on 102.7 Trop FM.
Beaten by the shoreline, I'm capsized by an island of which I used to be. But now those grains fall to the sea, got swallowed by an ocean that swept you away to a place that I thought you would remain, a place I thought you'd rather be. But I'm aware that you're aware that your home is where your heart is. Wasting my time and my breath playing those things, playing these songs that I wrote for you. I wrote these strings just for you. Now letting my fingers bleed, I won't get sleep. The thoughts of you are what's haunting me. The thoughts of me haunting you. But I'm aware that you're aware that your home is where your heart is. Someone tells you why I will not run. Won't ask how when you say to jump, but I still come to tell me to. Someone tells you no, wasting my time, wasting my breath and my thoughts on you. But would you waste your time with me? But I'm aware that you're aware that your home is where your heart is.
Mosie.
Awesome. Woo-hoo. That was
Sunsets Over
intense.
Taiwan on 102.7 Trop FM. This is ArtsTalk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And we are in conversation with the man who just played that song, Mosie.
Hi.
Good to have you here, man.
That reminded me of a couple artists too. Not like just like little things, like, you know what I mean? You just get a little taste of it and you're like, oh yeah, this has got,
Yeah.
it's got that flavor of this
And that's a
artist.
sign of a good song.
Yeah,
I think, where it sounds
I mean it in a good
familiar
way,
and new
yeah.
at the same time,
Yeah.
right?
There's
Yeah.
one, do you know, I think his name is Sam Kaplan?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's his name. Anyways, I'll send you the link. And then Damien Rice, I kind of got like a Damien Rice, but do you know who that is?
No.
Man, okay, well.
That was cool.
You would probably like, no, you're so close. Okay.
You're still cool. With Tom Waits, you're good.
Yeah,
Lifetime pass.
You're
Lifetime
good.
pass on
But
Tom.
both of those artists, I was like, that's like such a combination. And
I like the
very
dynamics
cool.
in that song a
Yeah?
lot.
Sweet.
You got a catchy chorus. It sounds like you're Irish, you know?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you got that down.
And you were very deprecating about your guitar playing. But
I was
you're-
just thinking
you're a
that
good guitar
too.
player,
Like,
man.
what the hell are you talking about? You're,
It's just that. They're just.
you must be
simple
playing with
chords.
some seriously
I-
crazy talented people.
Like
You're
all of
thinking
them.
Yeah, you
music.
feel like
They
weak
teach
with that,
music. Yeah. Half of them teach music.
Yeah,
so it's like.
no.
Really.
Of course, yeah. So of course they're gonna be like, "Oh, I could shred. You're just playing the Lydian scale." And I'm like, "You said
I'm
a
like,
word."
what is a Lydian scale?
Right?
I don't even know. Sorry, yeah, like, yeah.
That's where the elves came from.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
I think you probably find though that when you play with better musicians, you have to up your game. It forces you to focus a little bit more. No.
Yes and no. Sometimes it comes in and they're just like, "Ha, your sound is nothing compared to my sound," and I'm sitting there being
I'm
like,
going to crush you with my skills.
"Yeah," and I'm just like, "You did. You got me good, buddy."
Self-confidence gone.
Yeah, I thought I was cool, but I'm not.
Yeah, we all have those days. Though,
Yeah.
where you feel like you've been outclassed. And
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
it sucks. But I mean, it's good to have an open mind towards it, and
Oh, for
be
sure.
influenced and inspired and all that positive
be coachable.
stuff.
You seem
Yeah.
pretty stubborn though. I don't know.
I genuinely wish that I could like pick it up, but like I'd got to see them do it. Like if somebody shreds in front of me, like after a couple times, I'll be like, okay, you just did this with your fingers.
Yeah.
But if they said, haha, I did this, I'd be like, that's theory, right out the window. But sounded
Are you visual
cool.
that way? Are you a visual learner? Is that what you?
Yeah, for a lot of
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Absorbs when you see it.
Yeah, that's what I love sports, right? So like, if somebody was just like, "Oh, you throw the ball," versus like, "Oh, they threw the ball," and I'm like, "That's what they did with their body. I'm gonna do that."
It's a hand-eye coordination thing that comes naturally to you, right?
Yeah.
Do you have that? Do you feel like?
Me, I don't know. What do you mean?
Well,
Like if I watch someone do something?
You play a couple of instruments that require.
I
That.
usually just take, yeah, like I can see if someone's playing a C chord on the guitar and play a C chord on the piano,
Right.
like to jam along
It's
or
easy for you
something.
to see it on a page, so it wouldn't be. Any
I can't read music though, not very well.
No?
But if you said play
Play a
these
C.
chords, then yeah.
Yeah, good. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
You know, Paul McCartney doesn't know how to read music, or didn't.
that's amazing.
Good on them.
Yeah, right? Yeah, we need more
Fake it till you
musicians
make
like that.
it.